Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Awakening stream. How is everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good.
We're back to a more normal setup now. Both Mr. Phony and Miss Kaykrae are back home now. How was your guys' vacation? Did you all have fun?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, some people are probably going to notice I shaved a little bit. Don't
oh
get
my
upset.
goodness.
Oh my god.
What's on my mind?
Wow.
It's hot. I'm sorry. It's just, it gets hot.
That's why you just shave the middle, because that's where all the heat gets caught.
Oh, that's true.
It's
It's
you
sort
got
of
proper airflow, you see.
collects there, right.
Makes sense.
But yeah, we are back for another episode of Awakening. Last week it was Thursday, but we're back to our regular scheduled night, Tuesday. And I should probably clarify this just while I'm remembering. I was rewatching last week, and I saw some people in the chat notice that when Scotty was talking to his friend called Scotty Jacob instead of Scotty.
He has a secret name?
Oh my god! Hold on, I got a thing for this.
And it's the same name as Jakey's character?
I remember that actually. You're talking about like
So that wasn't like a big plot twist, weird anything. That was literally just Mevoda being a dumb brain. That was an accident.
I would have rolled with it.
He meant to call him Scotty. That was totally an accident. I was just being dumb.
you love my character too much. That's why.
Always got Jacob on the brain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess if nobody has anything else to say, I guess we can kind of get right into the recap and then right into the episode.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do it. Here we go.
Warning. The following story takes place in the horror genre and therefore may contain disturbing imagery, descriptions of violence, and other mature themes. Please proceed at your own risk.
Previously on Awakening.
We are in a diner. Jacob knows he's dreaming right now. And there's a waitress looking down at you just like, look, are y'all ready to order yet? Or, what's going on here?
I'll just have a cup of coffee, please.
I'll just take a tea with honey and sugar.
Yeah, could I also get a cup of coffee? But could I get that with some mozzarella sticks?
Just coffee as well.
The coffee, it looks like tar. The tea that she gives you doesn't look like tea. It might be blood. The food is all moldy and disgusting and gross. There's like worms crawling through it.
You know what? I can pay. I can pay and I'm gonna leave.
Doug Diggums is gonna take about 3 or 4 steps, get really, really lightheaded, and pass out.
You two thought this was just a dream. Do you still think that?
I don't know. I mean, it could also be like some sort of, your body doesn't move, when you're sleeping. I don't know. Like, I've read some articles about it, but I don't know.
As Doug wakes up, you start to see a little bit of smoke. All the smoke slowly comes together in the middle of the street, and the smoke slowly forms the shape of what seems like a person. It has red eyes.
How hard did you hit me?
Hello. It's good to meet you all. None of you know who I am, but I know you. I know all of you. I know you way more than you think.
Does anybody question the fact that this guy knows you?
I'd probably say it out loud.
As you say that, Scotty, he looks at you and he goes,
Oh, you don't believe me, do you?
he lifts his hand and snaps his finger. You are having none of it. So you might see him like, look at you.
You seem to have more control than I thought. This will be interesting.
Doug, Jules, Scotty, and Jacob are in the middle of a road in a post-apocalyptic, dark-skied version of a city they all know pretty well. Doug has just gotten up after passing out. His nose is dripping blood. We see Jacob down on one knee. He's struggling to stand up. And in front of our 4 characters, there is a big, huge, shadowy creature with red eyes standing in front of them, who had gathered from a smoke from the surrounding buildings. As this creature is standing there, we see him look at Scotty and snap his finger, and nothing happens. Amused, this creature sort of tilts his head a little bit and says,
Seems you have more control than I thought. This'll be interesting.
And as Scotty is standing there, defying this creature that stands before them, he has a really intense look on his face. It might be a look like we don't really recognize. Before, we might have seen Scotty, and he would have been a little bit more relaxed body language, kind of like low-key. But here, Scotty is standing with a lot more confidence as he defies this creature in front of them. He has a pretty intense look on his face and in his eyes, and at this moment, Jules, he looks familiar to you. Now, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to press that any further and you want to see if you have any more information than that. I mean, you have a skill you could use if you want.
Yeah, I feel like if she thought he looked familiar, she'd probably want to figure out who it is, where she knows him from.
Okay. So which skill would you like to use?
Would that be connect the dots?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
So roll for me. You're going to be rolling against your connecting the dots skill.
Alright.
Oh man, that is a really good roll. Okay,
There we go.
Mitch, I'm gonna have to tell her something, but we're gonna still keep this vague.
Go for it.
As you're staring at, this is probably about as much as information as I'm prepared to give you at this moment.
Okay.
As you stare at Scotty, you have a quick flash in your mind of a memory. And all of this memory is Scotty. He looks younger, and he's covered in blood. And it's a quick flash in your memory, but that's really all you can kind of piece together right now. But you know it's a memory. It's like, you know this guy, and you don't know where from, but at some point in your life, you're almost certain you feel like you saw that image. Okay, now something we should have done last week, I should have had you guys do, but we are going to do tonight to make up for it. Doug and Jacob, because you both know you're dreaming, you don't have to roll this. But Jules and Scotty, you guys don't know you're dreaming. And you see this big 7-foot red-eyed smoke monster creature right in front of you in the middle of the road. So needless to say, I think you're going to have to roll a stress check.
Yeah. Understandable.
We didn't do much of those last week, did we?
No.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to say this is a level 3 stress check, and both of you are at 2, so you're going to have to roll. And we're going to see what happens. If,
Alright.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Okay, Jules, what's your mind skill?
My mind skill.
I
Just
think
like
it's over that.
just the number in general is 65.
Okay, yours is 65, and you rolled a 54. Okay, you can mark a hardened in your unnatural, Jules.
Okay.
Scotty rolls are back.
Scotty. You're gonna have to roll you're gonna have to mark a failed. And as of right now, I don't think I've described, I've explained what a failed roll means.
Wait, which one is another? Sorry?
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
So I don't know if I've explained exactly what happens to you when you fail a stress check. At this moment, we're gonna say that your confidence that we saw when you were defying this demon did not last very long. And at this moment, okay, we're gonna get a little meta here and describe what happens when you fail a stress check. Your character can only do one of 3 things right now, and they all start with an F. It's the way it's described in the rule book. You can either flee, freeze, or frenzy. Basically, you can run, you can freeze like a deer in headlights, or you can lash out and attack this thing with everything you have. Now, let me just give you a suggestion as the GM. At this point in the game, I would maybe not recommend the third one.
I was thinking that too. I was like, it would be fun, but at the same
Punch the shadows.
Frenzy would
like,
be
at
a
the same
very
time wouldn't be a good idea.
So basically, right now, your character can't do any of his skills. He can't do anything but run or freeze in place, and that pretty much lasts until this encounter is over. Now, I will say, if you guys ever fill up the 5 boxes in failed checks, that is all you can do.
Oh boy.
Ever. That doesn't even go down to the encounter. That is now all you can do whenever that sort of situation pops up. You don't even have to roll, you just fail. If you fill up 2 different categories with failed checks, that's now all you can do ever. At all times. So, don't do that. And if you guys don't don't fail, or if you
don't fail like you normally do.
If you start filling them up, find a way to get rid of some checks. We'll discuss that kind of stuff later on. Okay, so since you failed, Scotty, do you do anything right now? Which one do you do? Do you freeze or do you run?
You know, I saw people spamming it a lot, but I'm gonna go against the audience for this. I'm gonna say flee.
Okay. You're gonna start running?
I'm gonna run off.
Alright, so let me just check your sheet real quick. You have... I guess we'll roll against your general athletic skill to see how fast you run.
Okay.
Ooh, 22. Scotty takes off like Sonic fast. He goes, his general athletic skill is a 30, so 22 is very much a passing roll. His body stat is 60, so if he had beat that, I would have at least let him run, but he would have struggled a little bit more, and if he got above 60, you probably wouldn't have been able to run right now. Oh, but yeah, you run fast. You just take off, I guess, in the other direction, because you guys were sort of headed towards where the office building was in the city, where you could see it in the distance, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys were heading in that direction, and this kind of creature came up in front of you guys. So Scotty starts running in the opposite direction right now. As this happens, you guys see the demon thing in the middle of the road. He doesn't even flinch, doesn't go to run after him, does nothing. Just sort of starts laughing.
Scotty, where are you going?
Oh, Scotty.
And at that moment, you see this creature look over at Jacob. And he says,
Oh, please, forgive me. Allow me to let you get up.
and as he says that, you are no longer struggling at all, Jacob. You can stand up just fine. You still like have some blood coming from your nose and stuff, but you're feeling much better and you can kind of stand up.
Okay.
Does anybody else say anything to this? And actually, Doug, I don't remember if you were kind of feeling any residual stuff, but you're also no longer struggling.
Okay.
So does anybody say anything to this guy? Like, what do you guys do? Do you try to talk to this creature? Do you run after Scotty?
Doug takes a step forward.
Of course.
Oh God, here we go.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where we can get some mozzarella sticks around here?
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Gauging the response.
I'd say at this very moment, you have more to worry about than just mozzarella sticks. Wouldn't
Okay, so
you,
we
Doug?
Yeah, I suppose so. It would have just been really, really kind of endearing if you happened to also partake in mozzarella sticks. My apologies. What do you want? I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement, and we can all be on our way.
Oh, what do I want? Well, I suppose I could tell you what I wanted, but what would the fun in that be? It's a little more fun to just watch you squirm and try to figure out what's even happening to you.
So you want entertainment, for one thing. Well, Jacob here is a mighty fine entertainer.
Sure.
Oh, is he now?
He's very entertaining.
Not right now, but yeah.
Life of the party.
That's, the collection I'm doing right now, yes.
Now,
Why are we
also,
doing all this?
keep in mind, you both still at this moment know this is a dream.
Yep.
So, that may be from the audience's perspective, because these guys think it's a dream. That may be why they might be seeming a little more gutsy at the moment, because, they're both like, oh, this isn't real. I mean,
It's definitely influencing Doug.
yeah.
So
You're mighty brave, Doug.
well, if you are as magnificently spooky as you appear, then I'm sure you could do whatever you wanted right now. But I'm more so willing to come to some sort of agreement that we can both walk away from this very happy with.
Are you
I'm sorry,
really trying to bargain with the shadow demon that's in front of us right now?
I don't see any problem with it. I mean, the shadow demon didn't punch me in the face and leave me on the ground, so far, kind of evened out.
He looks at Doug. Why do I feel like you're not taking this very seriously, Mr. Diggins?
I'm taking this very seriously. What am I supposed to do if not come to some sort of agreement?
Okay, this guy looks at you. He's kind of amused, I guess, by Mr. Diggums. But you can kind of get the idea. He's not here to do any bargaining whatsoever. He seems like he just kind of wants to toy with you guys a little bit. Does anybody else say anything to him? Or is it just Doug doing the talking right now?
I think as Doug is doing the talking, I'd probably go after Scotty eventually, just to make sure he's okay.
Oh, goodbye, Jules. We'll see each other again soon.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, so it's clear that you seem to know all of our names.
Oh, I know way more than that, Mr. Diggins.
It's quite very impressive. Very impressive indeed. I'm assuming... What did you say to Scotty to make him run off like that? I've never seen him move so fast in my life.
I didn't say anything to him. It's more about his own control of his own mind.
Well, I assume you took some enjoyment in the fact that you made him run off scared like a little kitty cat.
And at this moment, he kind of reveals to you guys that he knows that both Doug and Jacob know they're dreaming.
I mean, right now, you both know this is a dream, do you not? He looks back and forth at both of you.
I was pretty sure you saying that certainly helps, you know, confirm that suspicion. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Get up. Right.
Of course it's a dream. But, then again, if this was a dream... Well, I suppose if it is a dream...
More of a nightmare, really.
Well, if it's not real and it's a dream, I guess it doesn't matter if I do this.
What?
Do what?
And he holds out his hand and moves his finger like that. Can you both roll for me? We're gonna, like, decide who this happens to. Ooh, Xylo. Oh, Jakey, okay, it's gonna happen to Jakey.
Alright, Jacob.
Oh no.
Now Jacob. Now I was looking at your character sheet, and you had deleted this skill, or maybe you renamed it to running. But everybody has a dodge skill, so I re-added a dodge skill to your sheet.
Okay.
Your skill is 15. I mean, I guess it's a little unfair because you didn't get to add points to it, but if it makes you feel any better, everybody's dodge skill right now is 15 on everybody's sheets.
Shut up.
Not on mine.
Oh, is yours a little bit more?
Mine's 25.
Wow.
Oh, right, actually, yeah. I forgot she put points in that.
Someone likes the dodge thing.
Bet you don't have a 36 in giving people business cards.
So, Jakey, I'm gonna need you to roll against your dodge skill.
Alright.
And we'll see how badly this little hand motion of his affects you.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now, this doesn't do anything too crazy, but as this creature moves its finger, it slashes Jacob across his cheek. And it's not, like, bad enough where, like, you're gonna bleed and die, but it is bleeding pretty badly. If you were not in a dream right now, you'd probably go to the hospital to get stitches. It's like that kind of bad. You have a scratch across your face. And as he does it, he just sort of laughs.
You know what? This has been fun. And, as I said, we will be seeing a lot of each other in the future, but perhaps now you should go run off and find your friends.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
And he's just standing there laughing as you guys start to run away in the direction that Scotty and Jules ran. And
Doug's just like walking backwards away from this thing.
Keeping an eye on this thing. Okay. So I'd say probably as you're staring at this thing, because you are looking at it, you slowly start to hear a sound. Start to hear a whisper. And in a similar fashion to how it showed up, it sort of turns back into smoke and disappears. Okay. I don't still have the voice thing on, do I? Okay, good.
No, you're good.
All right.
It turns into smoke and disappears.
So the first person we see running is Scotty. Actually, do me a favor, Jules. Could you do you have any sort of speed skill here? I guess we'll go against your general athletics is probably the closest thing here.
Yeah.
So if you could kindly roll against your general athletics skill. Ooh, okay, you're running pretty fast. Jules took off pretty fast. Scotty, as you were running, are you looking for anything, like a place to hide maybe, or like an alley you can duck into, or a building you can duck into, something like that?
I'd say probably an alley.
Okay. Could you do me a favor then? And could you kindly roll against your notice skill? Okay, you indeed find an alley. As you were running down this road, you see an alley that, it's actually a pretty sneaky alley, because it's so narrow that unless you get at the right angle where you're looking like directly into it, you can't even really see that there's an alley there, or a space between those two buildings. But it is still wide enough for a person to fit through. So it's a pretty cheeky alley, actually. Do you run down that alley?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because this situation is over, you know what? I'll kind of let you roll against your discipline skill. I basically want to determine how fast Scotty calms down from, like, freaking out. Because, you know, he just ran because he failed an unnatural check. That was some crazy stuff. You've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
So I guess roll for me. Ooh, 90. Okay.
My man.
Them Scotty rolls. Okay.
Not gonna happen.
We'll say you duck into this alley, and there's sort of an area behind there with, like, some garbage cans and stuff. I guess it would be the place where, like, the surrounding buildings would have, like, dumped their trash and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, even though you know you're safe, and you're pretty sure that nothing is chasing you, you're kind of having a panic attack right now. You're just, like, breathing heavy. You can't, like, really catch your breath.
It's like freaking out.
Now, because Jules took off not too long after Scotty, I want you to roll your notice skill, Jules, to see if you saw Scotty run down that alleyway. Oh no, you did not.
Well,
Ooh.
guess not.
Okay, so Jules is running in the direction Scotty is going. I will kind of say maybe the road, like, turned a little bit, so you couldn't see too far ahead of you. And when Scotty ran down this alleyway, he was out of your line of sight. Now, Scotty, even though you're sort of freaking out right now, I want you to roll your notice skill to see if you see Jules run by. Okay, you do not. You're just sort of like, I guess, trying so hard to catch your own breath.
Could be like leaning up against the wall, just like trying to calm down.
Yeah, you're leaning up against the wall. Maybe at that moment, the alleyway that you came down is out of your line of sight. Jacob and Doug, how fast are you guys traveling?
I assume, like, after our encounter, we don't see them in the distance or anything, right?
Actually, yeah. I mean, were you still kind of backing up, or after this shadow thing disappeared, did you turn around and maybe start moving faster?
I think probably we watched closely as the shadow thing disappeared, and then I think Doug was just taking a pause after that moment.
I feel like my character would also just take some time to react to whatever that he did to my face.
I walk up to Jacob and, like, poke his face.
Doesn't hurt, but I felt it. But, you know, I know it's not real, but, you know,
it's a
it
weird
ruined
dream.
my beautiful face in my dream, and I'm not.
Alright, when you wake up, it'll be just fine.
I hated this. I want to wake up.
I'll wake up eventually. Hopefully it's not one of them dreams that lasts days and days and days. Those are weird. You ever had one of them before?
No.
You know, and you like go to sleep in your dream, wake up, you're still dreaming. Dreams are weird.
It is.
Suppose we better go find the other ones. Maybe someone will have something so you can clean that off.
I guess so. It seems like it's still dripping blood, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
I could cauterize it for you.
It's fine. Whatever. Let's just go find them.
We walk at a brisk pace at best.
Okay.
The direction they took off.
So, Jules, after running for a few minutes, how long do you think you would keep running before you decided maybe you're not going to catch up with him, or...
I don't think she'd run too long. Because she wasn't, like, concerned. It was more like, you know, she obviously wants to make sure he's okay, but if he's run off to the point and she can't find him fairly quickly, I don't think she would really keep looking. And she'd probably try and meet back up with the others before hunting him down any further.
Okay. As, I mean, I guess at this moment, Mitch, if you want to cover your camera, because Scotty's kind of out of the picture
I was
for the
thinking
moment.
Bye, all.
So, Doug and Jacob, as you guys, I guess, not so fast go down the road, you see Jules coming back in your direction, from the direction that you were headed.
Oh.
Hey,
Jules.
Hey,
Where's-
good to see you again.
Where's Scotty?
I don't know. I ran after him, but he got away from me. He seemed pretty scared after that thing appeared.
Oh, that's...
Fun
Took
fact.
off running and running?
Fun fact for you, Doug. As Jacob says Jules to this cop lady, that's the first time you ever heard her name.
It is.
Just wanted to interject and and say that.
True.
Yep.
Oh, so your name is Jules, is it?
It is.
Thought it was a little rude. Never introducing yourself before, but
Never seemed necessary.
I don't think
Wow.
this is something that we need to talk about right now. I feel like it's...
Well,
more-
I
according
thought
to
we
you
were getting
guys-
closer.
According to you guys, I'm just another character in a dream, so, you know.
Yeah, but...
Precisely. We're dreaming of you. It's important.
Now, that's just weird. No, we're not going to describe it that way.
Think.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way. You're dreaming of us, too.
More like a nightmare.
Yeah, I was
It
just
is
explaining
nightmare.
that to the big old shadow monster thing.
Anyways, do you guys want to help me find Scotty?
Yes.
That'd be a good idea. You have any idea where he took off to?
I don't know. I thought he was in this area, but clearly got away from me, so maybe if we shout for him, try and get some tracks.
Would shouting be a good idea in this place?
You have a point. We don't know what we might be attracting, so maybe it's better if we just stay on the down low, look around.
Yeah. I feel like
Sure.
we should... It's a dream. We don't know what's gonna happen, really. You know.
I
We
mean,
don't
it's
know
not a
the place.
dream, but
Pretty sure it's a dream. I mean, that whatever that thing is also said that, so that it's a dream.
whatever you say.
Also, I don't know if we need to be trusting giant shadow monsters at their word. Seem like the type that might lie about certain things.
I mean, I'm kind of the last person that wants to agree with Doug here, but he's got a point.
I'm an agreeable man.
Well, let's just go
That's
try and
arguable.
see what we can do to find
I
Scotty.
agree.
Okay. Now, which direction do you guys head in? Do you head in the direction that you saw that beast in? Or do you head in the direction that you saw Jules coming from?
I guess probably the direction that we saw her coming from.
Okay. So as you guys walk, I would like each of you to roll against your notice skill, please. Okay,
Hey,
you're all kind of
Jacob.
walking. You see Doug sort of looking up in the air. He's looking at
Maybe
the
he's on top
buildings
of one of the
and
buildings or something.
stuff. You see Jules also sort of looking around, squinting, and Jakey, you notice a small alleyway between the buildings just as you guys hit like a certain spot, actually. It was hard to see from a different angle, but just as you guys get there, you're like, oh, look, an alleyway.
Yeah. Do you guys see that? Should we go there and check it out? That
See
alleyway
what?
over there. That alleyway over there.
Where?
Where I'm pointing at.
Lead the way.
As he points
Alright.
it out, you guys all see the alley he's talking about.
Head towards it.
Okay. As I said, it's a narrow alley, but you guys can all fit through it just fine. And as you come out on the other side in between the buildings, you see a freaking out Scotty. He's leaning up against the wall. He's breathing pretty heavy. He's kind of freaking out. Now, as you are all there, does anybody say anything to Scotty?
Probably run up fairly immediately, ask if he's okay.
Scotty!
Oh my God,
What?
Scotty, you
What do you
okay?
want?
Thank
What?
you.
Hey.
You all right?
Inside here.
Fine. Everything's fine.
You don't
You don't.
seem
Yeah.
fine. Gonna be
Mhm.
honest.
Doesn't matter.
It does kind of matter. We all need to work as a team here to figure out what's going on.
Is that thing gone?
gone.
For now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jacob scared it off real good.
Good.
Yeah, totally. You know, as you can see.
Got into a fight with it.
You know, on
You
my
should
face.
see the other guy.
I mean, I
Great.
think he'd rather not. That's kind of what
Not
got him
true.
into
Yeah.
this
I
situation.
probably don't want to see the other guy, to be honest.
Speaking of, what happened? Why did
Don't
you
worry
run
about
off?
it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of worried about it. I mean, we're all
Look.
stuck in this situation. We need to work as a team here, figure out what's going on, and try and get out of it.
Yeah. Get out of this dream.
I had a minor freak out. Everything's fine. Stop dwelling into it, and let's just continue. Please.
All right, we're
All right.
gonna let this thing go.
Okay.
But if you need to talk, you just let one of us know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You can always confide in Doug Diggums.
So if you need to talk to me.
Or me.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We should figure out what we're doing next.
And at this
Also-
moment... Oh, go ahead, you first.
I don't know if anyone carries around bandages or first aid kit or something, but his face is bleeding, and we probably want to make sure that's all sorted out.
Oh, but this is just a dream, is it
dream.
not?
I'd say by this
Yeah.
point, like, it was a pretty bad cut. And you definitely, like, Jacob definitely has some, like, blood on his face and stuff. But at this point, it has stopped bleeding.
So it's not continuously gushing for 25 minutes. That's
No, it's
Continue.
not. It's not something where it looks like where you're concerned. It's like
Yeah.
that, just enough blood where you're like, oh my god, that's gross. That's a pretty bad cut, but not enough blood where you're worried about him like losing blood and passing out. It's kind of like in that area where it's like it looks pretty bad, but it has stopped bleeding at this point.
At least if anyone got a bottle of water or something to clean him up real good.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe we can find something, walk around a bit.
Go back to that diner. I'm sure they have water.
I
No,
don't think
not
that's
the
a great
diner,
idea.
No.
That's the last place I wanna go.
No. Mm-mm.
All right, I suppose back to the office building then.
Before you guys leave this place, though, I want everybody, and I didn't have you do this before, Scotty, because you were kind of freaking out, but I like to think by this point, now that you've found everybody, you're pretty confident this thing didn't chase you. You've calmed down a little bit.
Mhm.
And I want everybody to roll against their notice skill.
Oh, my first 100.
Hey, yo.
Unfortunately, it's just for a notice check.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fun.
It's hard to make that real spectacular,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how to do anything like with that.
A bird falls out of the sky and hits her.
I noticed something completely different, and it takes me away from the scene.
Okay, well, I was actually gonna have you notice something different, but I have a good idea.
Okay.
As you guys are standing there, Jules looks over at the garbage cans, and in between the garbage cans, you see some feet sticking out from underneath the garbage with some boots on.
All right. Yeah, Jules would probably definitely want to go take a look at that.
Okay. As you remove some of the garbage bags on top of it, you definitely find another body just sitting there underneath this trash. This body, similar to Mr. Lenny Colworth, has a leathery face stretched out all weird, eyes all sunken, black and open. And it is wearing a pair of coveralls that look kind of greasy with the name Jeb sewn on the chest.
Rest in peace, Jeb.
Jeb.
So,
At that point, I would probably get out my notepad and write just his name down, any details about him.
okay. I'm assuming some of the things like, you know, similar to the last body you found, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you found another dead body.
Do the rest of us notice this going on over there?
I imagine you would.
Do I need to do like a
Nice.
stress check for looking at it similarly?
Let me just see where everybody is at. Because at this point, from what I'm saying, because you guys saw this exact thing already,
Yeah.
I would probably put it as a level 1 stressed check, which all of you, I think, have 2 boxes checked. Let me check.
And unnatural hardened.
Yeah, in unnatural hardened.
I have
Yeah.
3.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We've seen
okay.
some stuff in the past couple
Oh,
days.
yeah.
So you guys not only have seen some crazy stuff in the past couple of days, you've seen a body that looks already like this. And last time it didn't mess with you. So this time it doesn't mess with you either. You guys automatically pass. You don't have to roll anything. So yeah, I guess Jules, do you want to like investigate the body any further or anything like that? I guess I would let you, what would be an appropriate skill for this, like a detective would use? I mean, I guess it could be notice again, and I'll give you more information if you get a
Yeah,
good
because I feel
roll.
like she would probably like look in the pockets, maybe look for a wallet, for like a full name, you know, just any information, what they did, I guess who they were.
Okay, roll. Oh man, yeah, nothing. You don't
Nope.
find anything on him. But actually, as you're kind of ruffling around him a little bit, you notice a strange symbol in blood on the front of like his coveralls. And do me a favor, roll against your connecting the dots skill. Ooh, man. Okay. You can tell it's like it was done well enough where you can tell somebody was trying to draw something. But at the same time, you know, they're writing it in blood and it's like on oily coveralls like that a mechanic would wear. So they didn't do like a really good job. You can't quite make out what the symbol is. Okay, I mean, do you guys do anything else while you were here? Any kind of, as I said, you don't really find anything on the body. All you know is his name is Jeb.
Hey, Jacob, you wanna get a little?
I
I mean,
mean, sure.
Starting to build up quite the catalog now.
I mean, sure. I mean, we have seen it a little bit once already, so why not? You know.
If this keeps up, you're gonna have a whole museum of these photos one day.
I don't know if I want to release them. I mean, it would just help the investigation.
It's gonna be in the dream anyway, so.
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. Get your picture.
Okay.
And so, I assume Jacob takes out a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll against your photographer's eye skill for me, Jacob?
All right. Oh.
Okay.
74s.
Well.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, I know.
We always roll like similar numbers. Have you noticed that?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, just earlier, Mitch and I both rolled a 90.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's a decent picture. I mean, you got it. It's pretty clear. You can even kind of in the picture make out that there's some sort of symbol in really kind of smeared blood on his chest, but again, it looks pretty much like it looks in real life. It's nothing special of a picture, but it's an adequate picture of this dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The blood thing, how big did you say it was? Like drawing?
Yeah, it would be on his chest, and it would be maybe about, I don't know, you can kind of see if you look at my webcam, maybe about that big on his chest.
Okay.
Oh, about that.
And I guess Doug would just kind of be looking at it, like seeing if it's similar to anything he saw in that book.
Ooh, okay.
Or on the walls or any of the symbols.
Let me see here. I guess roll against your notice skill.
Alright. Put my extra point from experience into that notice skill since it failed me last time.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Alright.
Even though it's kind of crudely drawn, Doug, you have a moment where you go, wait, the book. That looks very similar to the symbol that I saw in that book.
Where I seen this. Make sure you get a close-up picture of that. If we start getting pictures of all these symbols, might be able to find a connection. Connect the dots, if you will.
Sure. I mean, I love taking pictures. It's, you know, what I do best.
Okay. So I'm just adjusting your camera a little bit. Okay. Jacob, are you taking a couple of pictures now, Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay, how many do you take?
I think I took like 5.
Okay. I want you to roll for me 5 times.
Oh, okay. All right. I love rolling 5 times.
It's an ominous moment when the game master says, "How many pictures do you take with your camera?"
Oh, thank God I didn't say like 30 or something.
Not a sentence you usually hear ominously.
Okay. Whoa.
It's all over the board.
Okay. 5 times. Yay.
First 3 pictures are very similar to the other 3. The second 2 pictures, that symbol that is on his chest, you can see a lot clearer. Actually, when you look back at those photos, you can make out the symbol almost like crystal clear. It doesn't look nearly as blurry and crude as the other ones. Do you show anybody these pictures?
I will show Doug. I mean, he seems very intrigued anyway. He told me to do it.
I see why you're such a famous photographer. That is some fine work. It's clearer than it does in real life. Huh?
So, Doug, as you see these pictures, especially the last 2, not only are you pretty sure it's the same symbols that you saw in that book, you are now 100% sure that they're the same symbols you saw in the book. You can see them crystal clear, and you're like, oh, that is absolutely the same symbol.
Wait, I don't like this.
What?
Why?
Well, I've seen these symbols in the book. The ones that were, you know, when we were back at the place. And now there's one on this dead body. And the only other thing I remember about the book is bloody words that said, "You're next." So there's a body connected to the book, connected to the potential of Doug Diggums. I don't like how this all adding up.
Well,
I mean, the book could have been talking about anyone, I suppose, but
this whole
theoretically,
situation is suspicious. I mean, I don't like any of this. That's why we need to figure out what's going on and try and get out of it.
Yes, it's
right.
Really a super strange dream.
So, all right, there's a dead body here. Should we head back to the office?
I guess we got two options.
Sure. Yeah.
Head to
More
the
of our
office.
only option.
I mean, if what she said earlier is right, the book might not even be there.
Yeah.
Might not be, but
if it's there, then we can, you know, really see if it's the exact same symbol. You know, just double check it and see if we can find more.
Might as well. Let's head to it.
Okay. So you guys, I suppose, squeeze back through the alley. And you head back out onto the road. And you start walking in the direction of the office building. This is a city, and it is a little bit like grid-like. Do you go down the same exact way you guys just came from, where you saw the the creature thing, or do you try to like maybe go a block or two over?
Yeah, that's exactly. At least a block, maybe two, judging it, or, you know, just take the scenic route. You know, if you know what I mean.
I think we'd be a bit more sneaky too, just like scanning the area before, we go out.
Okay.
And not run into that thing again.
So I want everybody to, once again, there's a lot of, I'm noticing this is going to be big in this campaign, but everybody's going to have to roll once again against their notice skill.
Man, I should have had a better notice skill. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
You.
Okay. This is fine. You guys just sort of walk. As you walk, you'd see what you would expect in a very sort of kind of cliche post-apocalyptic city. You see rusted cars abandoned in the middle of the street with weeds and stuff growing through them. Grass has cracked through the pavement in a lot of spots in the road, and that's starting to kind of overgrow a little bit. You see abandoned buildings and abandoned stores with broken out windows, and pretty much, you know, half of them are like collapsing and don't look very structurally sound. And you guys slowly make your way back in the direction of the office building, which you guys can see off in the distance over the buildings. Can you all once again, as you're getting closer to the building, as you guys are walking up again? Yep, another notice. Ooh, okay.
That's one. Oh, there's two.
Oh, what is your notice skill, Jacob? It was photographer's eye is actually your notice skill, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you pass. I'm assuming Scotty passed as well. Yes, he did. Okay, so as you guys get closer to the building, both Scotty and Jacob, you notice in the second story of one of the buildings that you're passing, you see what you think is a hooded figure standing in the window, looking down at you guys.
Whoa, did you guys see that? That.
See what?
Is that like that someone in the hood that's over there?
I don't think our dead friend was wearing a hoodie last time we saw him.
Yeah. Oh.
And
as they point them out, would we see it?
Is there any Jakey or Jacob or Scotty? Do either of you just keep not break eye contact with it, or do you look away for a second?
I think I'd stay on eye contact.
Okay.
I see that.
Yeah. I might look away at at Scotty because when he was talking about it, I just looked.
Yeah, when people start talking, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just staring.
So Jacob, you look away, and as you're saying that to them, and just as Jules and Doug go to look in the direction that you're pointing, Scotty, you notice this figure just step out of the window and disappear. He just steps off to the side.
Well, he's gone.
He
Sure
who?
wasn't just a shadow or something?
Nope, that was definitely a person.
A person?
Yeah.
What did they look like?
All I saw was a hoodie. Not much else. But they moved as soon as everyone looked away.
Hello?
I
Hey,
thought
someone up there?
Hey, I thought we agreed that we were going to keep our voices down.
I mean, it's... We can
Idiots.
talk to them. It's better than them stalking us, if anything.
Or maybe we could just go up and find them instead of shouting
I mean,
out here in the
possibly.
open.
I generally
I mean, we want to
don't
go up there
try
anyway,
sneaking
right?
up on people.
Well, we don't have to sneak up on them just once we get to that floor.
So we can check it out. And this is this the office building or a different building?
It's a different building. I'm kind of picturing it like as you guys are walking up to the front of the office building, it would be like a building that's off to the side that is a smaller building, maybe has a second floor to it, and that's the window where Scotty and Jacob saw this figure in.
I mean, should we go check it out or should we stick to the plan?
Might as well check it out.
Yeah,
Person might
I
know
guess we
something.
can.
Can't be much worse than the giant shadow monster we already saw. So,
Oh yeah.
I guess so.
And then the freak at the diner, so let's see what the hooded figure wants.
true, could be just about as bad as the lady at the diner. That would be uncomfortable for certain,
Not the worms.
but worth the risk. Let's move.
Okay.
Before we head in, I'd also like to pull out my gun.
Okay. The rest of the characters, you see Jules pull out a weapon, what appears to be like a 9mm pistol. We're gonna say that this second floor, it's not like above a store necessarily. It might be more of an apartment building. And as you guys get up to the building, you know, the door that appears like it would be the one that leads to that window that you were looking into. Hold on one second. Ooh. Door is locked.
I'm getting really sick of these locked doors.
Scotty, you want to
Can you
try
handle
your
this one?
magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you do it a different way, or do you try the same way you did before with like a credit card kind of thing?
What kind of door is it? Is it like one of the push ones where you push it? Is it like a regular locked door? What kind of door is it?
Yeah, it's like, it's a push door. Like you would push it inward. It's a pretty heavy door. It's made out of wood, and we'll say about half of it is a window, so you can see into the building. And it looks like a really small apartment building. So when you look to the window, you see a door frame maybe right past that, but that door on the inside is broken, so that's not going to be an issue. And then you see like a long dark hallway and a stairs going upstairs.
What kind of glass? Is it just like regular glass?
It looks like regular glass.
And you said it's about half, so I'm assuming maybe like this big, something like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking one of those like doors that have windows in it, so it probably has like 4 panes of glass in it. And those panes of glass would probably take up about maybe half of the door. So it's a pretty big pane of glass.
I'm thinking with my height, if Jules could shoot the window, I could probably unlock it from the other side by sticking my arm through. With how lengthy I am.
You should tell her that in character.
Yeah. And if you want to do that idea, yeah, you should try that.
Hey, Jules, instead of me trying to
You watch Jacob. He's
pickpocket it,
gonna do a really slick move right here.
why don't you
He's good like
hit
that.
it with your gun or shoot the glass? I could probably just stick my arm through and unlock it from the other side.
Or
Shoot.
that.
Shoot
Or
the
that.
glass. I don't know if that's that great of an idea.
Well, what if I can't unlock the door? That's our
Well,
only
I mean,
option.
you haven't even tried yet. Why? What? You could just try, and maybe as a last resort, we could do that.
I could try to unlock the door. What? Why is
You
everyone
try.
looking at? What? So you think he could do it? I've seen a
I mean, he
video on how to do
successfully
it.
already unlocked a door, so
Yeah, that's why I thought he would have. I stepped aside, let him go ahead to do it. But if he's already resorting to breaking windows out here, I could at least give him a shot. But hey,
Doug.
by any means.
Doug, roll against a particular mind skill. It's your last mind skill. Would you like
Yes,
to tell
it
the
is.
Would you like to tell the audience what it is?
I seen that video.
Okay. Yep. Oh. Okay. Doug. Yeah, you probably know how to lockpick a door. You watched like a really good YouTube video about this, and
Yep.
it wasn't actually that clickbaity. It was actually like a YouTube video that was rather informative and gave you like a breakdown of like how to properly undo a lock. It gave you different types of doors and different types of locks and the different things you'd have to do for different types of doors and stuff. So yeah, you probably you could probably do this.
I just go into there, pull a little piece of wire out of my bag, and just like, wait, hold on. You gotta pull on it a little bit so the pins or whatever inside make a little sound. And then as long as you just keep the applied pressure on it and move this.
And I feel like the most appropriate skill, from what I can see of your skills, would be your struggle skill.
Yes.
Maybe. So roll against your struggle skill to see if you pull this off.
Let's do it.
Oh my god!
all right.
Not only does Doug pull this off, you guys are probably looking at Doug, probably rolling your eyes as he's walking up to the door, blabbing on as this guy seems to do, and literally within a second, he just goes up, sticks in the pin, turns it, and pops the door right open.
Wow.
All right.
I won't
It
lie,
was-
Doug. I'm impressed.
As much as
Sorry
you
we
guys all
doubted
hate,
you.
yeah, as much as you guys all hate this guy, it is impressive
And
how
it's
fast he
very
does
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, be surprised what you can do. You just set your mind to it.
Good job, Doug.
it. Oh, that's
I think
beautiful.
I'll probably just roll my eyes and then walk through the door.
Yeah,
gun
I
still
open
in
the
hand.
door with a big flourish,
Mhm.
nod to them, and wait till they all go in, holding the
Yep.
door open for them.
I can't get over that. That's great.
That's beautiful.
Okay, as you guys step into the building, you see a couple of doorways which look like different apartments on this ground floor, and you also see a staircase that goes up to the second floor.
Did they see the figure on the second floor? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was in the second floor window is where they saw
Okay.
it.
So pretty immediately, I'd head towards the staircase, still gun in hand.
Okay. So Jules is going up there, all like cool cop lady like.
I'm following behind, just whispering everyone, so should we split up or something?
I don't think we should split up.
I don't
Just
think
like
that's a good idea.
Groups of two, Because I feel like I'm going to approach this with a very different method than, well, Miss Jules, for example.
You realize I'm the police, right?
Yeah, it's just, this is a very spooky area. You walk up to someone holding a gun out and might spook them away when we're trying to talk with them.
It's
Not-
just for our protection. You've seen what we saw so far today. Not
I understand.
trying to get killed out here. Trust me, I'm the last person that wants to shoot this gun.
Very well.
Okay.
And then,
Lead the way.
as you guys, as Doug says that, I need everybody to roll their notice skill again. There's gonna be a lot of these, unless you can, if you can't tell.
Ooh, double 6 fail.
Mm.
Ooh, okay. So Jakey, not only do you not notice this, your hearing starts to get a little bit fuzzy. You can, like, make out what these guys are saying, but it gets a little bit, like, muffled and stuff. You can't, like, make out everything everybody's saying all the time. Doug and Scotty, you hear something upstairs as Jules goes to take the first step up the steps.
Is that the kid again?
Yeah, there seems to be a child laughing.
Are you guys hearing things? Come on, we need to
I didn't
focus.
hear it before, but I hear it now.
You didn't hear the child again?
What did the thing you saw in the window look to be a child? Little girl,
No,
perhaps?
I couldn't tell from the height. It was just a person in a hoodie.
Yeah, hoodie. I couldn't really hear what that was, but
The way you described
was-
it didn't give me little giggly girl vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
right. Okay.
Alright, well, we have to go up and figure out what this is, so are you guys coming or not?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Continue upstairs.
As you slowly continue up the stairs, Jules, it's like one of those stairs that kind of goes up, and then there's like a little landing thing, and then it goes up another staircase to get to the second floor. And as you turn the corner, Jules, and look up, you see a hooded figure standing right at the top of the stairs, and just as you notice it, he ducks behind a wall.
Hey! But who are you? We're not gonna hurt you.
No answer?
You see the kid up there?
No, I don't think it was the kid. It
What do you see?
was the shadow figure, I imagine. It ducked behind the wall. I would probably continue taking a couple more steps.
It
up
looks like
there.
they're avoiding us.
They're probably just scared.
I'd
Okay.
be scared too if I saw someone with a gun.
Hey, it's for your protection too. If you'd rather, I'll put it away.
I don't know about that.
I think it's fine. You can, you it's true. You need to protect us, and I feel safer. Someone has that.
So, I don't want to hear any complaints. I continue up the stairs.
Okay. As you get up to the top of the stairs and turn the corner in the direction that you saw him run, you see a silhouette of this person, a hooded figure, at the end of the hallway standing in front of a window.
Right, as soon as I see them, I'd probably immediately stop, kind of put my hand up to let everyone else know to stop behind me. And I just try talking to him again. Say, hello?
Again, no answer. And because everything's still sort of dark, obviously, there's no like lights in this building. But it is, even though the sky's black as I described earlier, it's still sort of light outside. You can, there is sort of a silhouette behind him. So you can't really see his face or anything like that. And as you try to talk to him, he turns around really quickly and jumps through the glass of the window.
Does the glass break?
That it does. It breaks, and he jumps out the window of a second-story building.
How far away were we?
Oh, you scared him out the window!
No, wait!
I'd say
How far away were we?
I'd say maybe he was about, like, the hallway you were looking down would have been about, like, 30 feet, I'd say. So he was probably about 30 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
I think Doug goes darting down the stairs and back across the hallway towards the door.
I'd probably
Okay.
go up the stairs, I guess, and like, I know her first thought, as soon as she noticed that he'd be trying to jump out the window, would be to like get up there and stop him. Obviously that's not going to happen, but
Yeah, he was too far away.
yeah,
He just
in
like.
her mind.
So would you maybe run up to the window and look out to see where he landed,
Yeah.
that kind of thing?
Yeah.
As you do that, I mean, it happened kind of quick enough where you probably couldn't get up to the window close enough to see the landing. But as you get to the window, you see this figure running at an ungodly speed down the road. You didn't see what happened, but he obviously landed it, whatever he did. And Doug, as you get back out the front door and you kind of look around, you look down the road and you see the same thing. You see this hooded figure running down the road faster than you think you could ever run, for sure.
Hey, I wanted to talk.
And you guys are getting kind of the idea that this person was watching you and you busted it and they did not want to be caught.
Oh. So at that point, I'd be pretty confused. Probably go back downstairs.
Yeah, I look
Find
up at Jules in
Doug.
the window like,
What just happened?
Okay, so
I didn't
he...
know we had the Olympics here in our city. That dude just took off.
I think that was a little bit faster than any Olympic runner I've ever seen.
Seen an Olympic runner run before, so I don't have any point of reference, but yeah, it's pretty fast.
So I guess as you all exit the building, unless anybody wants to do anything in the building before you exit.
Nah.
All right, you go out in front of this building, and as I said, it was just about on the corner, sort of right across the street from the entrance to the office building. So, are you gonna go after that guy, or do you think you guys are gonna continue with your original plan of heading into the office building?
After being unsuccessful with the guy, I'd probably just want to go to the office building.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all step into the office building. Similar to last... It looks pretty much identical to last time. We see a really sort of run-down lobby. Not
I look
dirty,
for crickets.
but old. There's no crickets around this time.
Darn.
No.
Wait, hold on, there's one.
Oh no.
And only one.
He's gone though. As the last person to the building opens up the door, you actually the audience would see a little cricket go out the door. It looks exactly the same as last time. There is a desk up front. There's nobody there. There's a little directory off to the side that shows all the floors. And towards the back of the lobby, you see a door that leads to the stairs and a door to the elevator.
I would not get back in that elevator, so I'm going to the stairs.
Okay. And I'm assuming everybody's gonna just be sort of following behind Jules, right?
Yeah, I think I stop in front of the elevator and just look at it, just thinking for a moment.
Okay. Jules, do you have your gun out too? I guess we should establish that. Do you still have your gun out?
Yeah, I don't think she's holding it in front of her anymore, but she's kind of like keeping it at her side. She hasn't put it away by any means.
Okay, kind of like at the ready, just in case stuff gets weird. Well, something weird does happen. As you step through the door to get into the stairwell, you don't even have to go upstairs. You step directly out onto floor 13.
Oh.
Well, here we are.
Well, I mean, I guess that saves us the trouble of walking up all the stairs.
I guess so.
Now,
Will I do a quick... Go ahead.
oh, no, you go first.
I was just gonna say we'd probably do a quick walk around, see if anything has changed or body's still there. Good old Lenny.
Okay.
I walk straight towards the room with the book.
Okay, you walk straight towards the room with the book. Okay. Well, we will say, Jules, if you check in Lenny's office, Lenny is most certainly still there.
Nice.
If you're looking around all the rooms, we'll just kind of give a brief overview of this. The symbols are still on the wall. Doug, the book is still there, sitting on that desk. It still has the paper tucked into it that you can only assume says, "You're next in blood."
So I walk up to it and I'm like, "Hey, everyone, the book's still in here."
Oh.
After he shouts, I'd probably walk into that room.
Okay.
I would.
I think I'll probably just stand outside the room, like right next to the door, but I'm outside,
All right.
Oh.
just like listening in from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
This
like-
isn't right. The police were here. The
It looks
book
like the
was
whole place was untouched.
no. The book was in the police station. I know it was.
Sure, it wasn't some different book.
No, it was this book. I looked at it. I saw it for myself.
Weird.
I don't know what's
I mean-
going on.
The symbol is the same. I'm looking at the picture. It's
Yeah, I like
exactly.
gingerly like flip through the book to see other symbols, maybe. So I'd probably open it at this point.
Okay. You confirm that the symbols are the ones you just saw in that body in the alleyway. I'm gonna give you a chance to notice or remember something right now. Jules, could you roll against your connecting the dots skill, please?
Darn.
Okay.
My rolls today, man.
Everything right now, I guess, that has happened between the shadowy figure, the smoke demon in the middle of the road, may be all a little overwhelming right now, and your brain might be going a little fast, so we'll just say the thing I was going to say doesn't occur to you. Do you look... how much of the book do you look through, Mr. Phony?
Doug is probably just like combing through the pages just idly, while everyone else is like doing what they're doing, looking around.
Okay.
So pretty much until someone starts talking or stops him.
All right. Anybody do anything as he's looking through the book?
Me, I'm just staring at what he's flipping through and just looking at the pictures that I've taken.
Yeah, I'd probably
Camera.
watch as he flips
Just
through
to-
the book.
Just get a
Specifically,
confirmation.
avoiding the page with the bookmark in it. I don't want to look at that page.
I'm
Okay.
just hanging outside the room, so
Now,
I'm just in the hallway.
we'll just say I won't even make you guys roll for it because it's pretty obvious with the last two photographs that Jacob took that everyone pretty much, I guess, looked at. And with Doug sort of explaining this already, like, no, that's the same thing I saw in the book. You all do, in fact, notice that it is the same symbols that he found in the book. Actually, I'm going to have you do it anyway for something else, for a different piece of information. Everybody roll against their notice skill.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
There you go. You got something left.
Jacob!
All right, Jacob, at this moment, you also realize you're sort of piecing things together. You look at the book, you look at the photos you took, and you see the crystal clear symbols there. And it also occurs to you that last time you guys were in this office building, you were in a different office, and you saw symbols painted in blood on the wall, and it is the exact same symbol in this book, and that was on that body in the alley. They are all the same symbol.
Okay.
Anyone
Guys.
want to take a closer look at Lenny's body, perhaps?
I
Before,
mean, I could. I'm already in the hallway. I could just walk down.
the
Are you
symbol.
sure you can handle that, Scotty? I mean,
You just
You're-
might need to wheel his chair back a little to get a good look of the entire chest. So,
Let me say one other thing before we continue.
Yeah.
Doug, as you're flipping through this book, aside from those symbols drawn in there, You find some pictures that are written... It's not even pictures. You find some pages that are written more in... It looks like paragraphs, but it's in symbols or a language that you do not understand. On another page, you find a picture of what looks like a crudely drawn wolf. And it looks like this wolf might be sleeping.
Oh,
Hey, Jacob. Take
yeah.
a picture of this wolf.
Okay.
Okay. Jacob.
As I'm watching him flip through the pages, would I happen to remember the wolf statue that was on the desk at the police station?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Roll against your connecting the dots skill.
Alright.
Yeah, you do. As it occurs to you, as he's flipping through the pages, I'm assuming maybe you're kind of looking over his shoulder, seeing what's in the book as well.
Exactly.
Or you notice it as Doug says, "Hey, Jacob, look, take a picture of this wolf." And as he says wolf, you just have a memory of like, wait, wolf. When you were at the police station, there was a little wolf, sleeping wolf medallion, like a little trinket that was with the book and with the page tucked in it. So you kind of look now and you realize there is a missing piece from this equation right now. You see the piece of paper that says you're next. You see the book, but where is the trinket? That is the thought that occurs in your head right now.
I would go ahead and write that down. I don't think I'd share it with anybody just yet, though.
Aww.
Okay. The rest of you, as Jacob is taking a picture, and Doug is holding it up for him to take a picture, we see Jules taking out her notebook and writing something down. Okay. Now with that, I did cut you guys off. I think you were about to maybe talk about going back into Lenny's office to look around, check the body a little closer.
I was gonna go alone because I'm already in the hallway.
Okay, so do we want to say maybe as some of these other events are unfolding, you sort of step away and go towards Lenny's office, or do you wait for these guys?
Nah, I'd probably just go.
Okay, so as this is going on with Jacob and Doug and Jules, we see Scotty sort of step away. He never really stepped in the room in the first place, and he starts walking towards Lenny's office. The door is... Actually, no, did you guys check already? Did you kind of check all the rooms already, or...?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jules would have went through and just peeked in all of them.
Yeah, we'll say the door is open then for Lenny's office, and his body is sitting at his desk. Ding. What do you do?
I guess I'd just take like a double look around, maybe even like look through his pockets and see if he has anything on him. He was wearing a coat, right? Like a suit kind of coat.
Yeah, he was wearing a suit, so he would probably have some pants pockets and like an indoor,
like a pocket on the.
Okay.
Suit, maybe.
If you could roll against your notice skill, please. Yep, nothing in his pockets. You could check like his desk or something if you'd want. Also, like his desk drawers.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of just snooping around.
Snooping around. Okay, as you well, I'll give you a chance to still find something. So, we'll say you didn't find anything in his pockets with that roll. I guess roll again, and we'll see if you find anything in his desk. Ooh, no, you open up his desk drawer and it's typical desk stuff that you would stuff you'd expect to find in an office desk. There's some like rubber bands and some paper clips and stuff in there, a couple pens, couple pencils. If you open up the lower, bigger drawers on his desk, you'd probably find folders for different clients he has. I mean, even if you went as far as to flip through some of those things, it looks like the type of thing you'd expect to see a private investigator have about his different clients. He probably has a contract that he's written out with each client, maybe some notes on each case that he's working on, stuff like that. And then maybe down in the right-hand side, in the lower, bigger cabinets, you see a bunch of, like, his business-related stuff. Maybe some taxes from the past couple of years. And nothing really looks, you know, out of the ordinary.
Nothing good.
Mm-hmm. So, as Scotty is looking around in Lenny's office, we go back to the other group. What are you guys doing?
We're having a pillow fight.
You having a pillow fight? Nice.
No.
Fight. I want a pillow fight.
Just, you know, jotting down all my notes. Probably still looking at the book if
Yeah.
Doug is still flipping through it.
Okay. Now, as Jacob takes a picture of the wolf in the notebook that Doug is holding up, could you roll for me?
Okay.
47, and your photographer's eye skill is a 40. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a picture of a wolf drawn in a notebook, sleeping. Jules, you didn't say anything, and you finish up your notes. You didn't say anything about the connection you made with the little trinket.
No.
You finish up your notes, write down pretty much everything you want to write in your notebook. Do you do anything else?
Not specifically. Maybe I would, like, look in the drawers of the desk just to see if I could find the wolf trinket by any means.
Okay. If you
just
could
kind of loosely explore.
roll against your Noda skill. Ooh, no you do not. No trinket. Unfortunately.
Well, the book doesn't seem to tell us a lot here, unless anyone reads whatever this is.
Can't say that I'm fluent in, whatever that is, so...
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of symbols on this wolf now think of
And
to figure out what they mean.
Maybe it's a wolf monster sucking the life out of these people and painting symbols on them.
I
That
don't
makes
know.
so much sense.
Could be.
I mean, anything can happen at this point, right? I mean, we haven't seen a wolf though. Like,
Oh, we have
Yeah.
now.
so-
I hope we don't.
So I suppose everyone here has heard little girl laughing. We've all seen a shadowy figure that can run super fast. And a really big smoky figure, but that seems to be something different entirely. I don't know.
No wolf.
And as
Maybe.
you were... Okay, you go
Nah,
first.
go ahead.
You first.
I forget what I was gonna say.
Okay, then I guess I'll say the thing that I was gonna say. Which is, as you were all standing there, you start to hear a sound. All of you. You can't really pinpoint which direction it's coming from. It sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
I shut the book.
Scotty, even though you were not with them, you hear the same sound. Everybody hears it. Everybody feels their vision starting to sort of tunnel vision and blur out a little bit. And you all wake up. And I think that's where we're gonna take our first break. Or our only break. That's where we're gonna take our break.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
What's going
I didn't
on?
mean to expect that. I didn't expect that.
If everyone roll for break.
Roll
Yeah.
for break.
Yeah, that's the roll for break.
None of us are doing this break too well.
No.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in chat can have a nice, pleasant break. Get a drink if you need it. Use the bathroom. Make sure you don't, pee yourself or something when we get back, because man, things are spooky. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what connections this all has to the real world when we get back. This will be interesting. If
Gonna get
Kayla's
weird.
people still have the book, or if Doug wakes up just cradling it like a child. But yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. So do whatever you gotta do, and we'll return with more Awakening.
See you guys in a second. And we have returned. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed their break. Got a snack, got a drink, went to the bathroom. Wash your hands, you filthy animals. Okay, so I guess you guys just want to get right back into it, I suppose?
For sure.
All right.
All right, so I want, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. All 4 of our characters have woken up once again in their individual places of residence, and I want you all to roll against your notice skill. Actually, no, yeah, against your notice skill to see if you guys remember the dream. Okay. Scotty, what is your notice skill? 2012. Okay, nobody remembers the dream.
Oh.
It would appear. Actually, no, did I do it against your mind skill last time instead of your notice skill?
Yeah, because it would be really hard for us to have all beat our notice last time.
That's true. Okay, just for consistency, we'll go against your mind skill.
Well, in that case.
Which means everybody remembers this as a dream. You remember this dream. And we will say this, interestingly enough, you remember both dreams.
Ooh.
You don't only remember the stuff with the smoke monster and the diner and going back to the office building, but you remember going to the office building in the first place. You remember the whole entire thing, everything that has happened in the dream world. Okay?
All right.
Now, we are going to start here with... I guess we'll start with Jacob, so I suppose everybody else cover your cameras. So, Jacob, you wake up. You remember this dream, and as you wake up, you might also notice your cheek kind of hurts.
It's weird. I would go look on a mirror.
Okay.
See if I actually have. Do I see anything, or do I just feel?
Yeah, on your cheek there is a cut. It looks like you've been bleeding, and you also see a little bit of a dried blood coming from your nose as well.
Oh, my character would definitely, get some towels, try to clean it up with a tab.
Okay.
Yep.
So we see Jacob clean himself up. As I said, the cut's not too bad, so... And it's not really bleeding again. It has stopped bleeding. So as you sort of wipe the blood away from your face and away from your nose, it is gone, but you definitely still have, like, the cut there. Do you think you have any sort of bandages or anything at your apartment for something like that?
I would have definitely some things kept, some first aid stuff.
Okay. Would you leave it open, or do you think you'd bandage it up?
Yeah, we'll cover something up. For the cut, because I don't want it to get worse, in case. So.
Okay, so you bandage yourself up.
Yep.
And as all of this stuff is going through your mind, as you're looking yourself in the mirror, you start to think about that everything that has happened in the past, I guess, 2 days between the dream world and the real world, and you think about these strange photographs you've taken. You think about how that photograph was still on your phone, and now you were confused last time you woke up because you didn't remember the dream, but now you remember both dreams. So that photograph of Lenny's body that was originally on your phone, you know why it's there now. It kind of all makes sense. And as you're thinking of all this stuff that's going on, and as you're thinking of the strange photographs, it sort of reminds you of something. Reminds you of something that happened in your past. A particular controversial photo that you had taken in the past. Could you describe to us, perhaps, this memory? And, you know, what kind of might be going through Jacob's head right now? Could you describe this memory to us?
Well, it brings him back to the memory when, when he took that controversial photo. It was a couple years ago when Jacob was working on this Hidden Figures, photo collection. He's trying to get pictures to tell the story of, some of the unsung heroes. And he was at a cemetery called a Darkwood Cemetery, and he was trying to get a couple pictures, as like an intro of, of the unsung hero, because, that person was, the grave is over there, and he was trying to take a couple pictures, and suddenly he felt, he felt some really weird kind of breeze, it just had that weird feeling, and then felt the strong breeze, and then it kind of directed Jacob at, a particular direction. And he looked at where the breeze was directing him, and then using, from his eyes, it looked like a pretty nice, it could be a pretty nice shot, actually. It was like, he was looking at a tree, a very big tree. There's a lot of tree around, but there's like just really, particularly bigger tree. And he decided to take a picture of it because it seemed like it could be a great shot. Not sure if it would really relate to, what he was trying to go for originally for the photo collection, but he decided to take that picture and took the picture, and he looked at the picture and he noticed something strange of that particular picture that he just took. And there was like a little beneath the tree, below the tree there was like this shadowy figure, kinda. And it seemed like there's like a face that can be kind of seen on that picture. And when he tries to look at the tree again, it doesn't seem there's anything, but there's definitely something on the picture that is, it really seemed like a face and something floating below the tree. So Jacob decides to walk closer to see if there's anything. It definitely felt weird, but when he looked around, there wasn't anything. There wasn't this face or figure around. So he just took a few more looks, and then he just decided to leave the place. And he eventually decides, it's such an interesting shot, he thought it could be something great. He show it to his editor, and decided to release the photo to the public, and it got a lot of people talking. And the strange thing is, about a week or so later, because the photo got a lot of people talking, because it seemed like there might be some figure on the picture. Some people think it's fake, some people feel like it could be something. So it got people to go to visit that place, and apparently a body is found. And
in the same location that you took the picture, correct?
Yeah, right below. It was actually on the ground, below that tree. Which, when Jacob was there, he didn't. I mean, he also didn't really look really, in a detailed way. But he kind of definitely see if there's something there nearby. But back then he didn't see. But later on, it was reported that there was a body that was found. on the ground below that tree that the shot was taken, which really spooked Jacob, and some people felt like, that, maybe, the body was found already and he just photoshopped something. Some people felt like, oh my god, it's a ghost. Jacob felt like it was, because he didn't see anything when he took the picture. When he really walked close, he didn't see anything. He didn't see any body, but later there was a body. So it felt like, was it there now, or was it, did he foresee something? Or was it there and then it just showed up? So there was a lot of question, but it's definitely spooky. But Jacob definitely see things, but some people believe that it was real. Some people felt like it was, just Jacob probably got some, found out that and then just released photo before the official police report was found or anything. So there was a lot of discussion, and but in the end, obviously, Jacob moved on from decided to not touch take any more pictures, because he felt like he doesn't like being questioned of his skills, because he's just trying to take some good pictures to tell a story. He didn't want people to question whether he's using gimmicks or not changing the pictures just to get people to talk about it. So he decided to move on from it and never really take pictures from such a places that that's kind of gives people like a creepy vibe, quiet places. So since then, Jacob definitely moved on,
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will say, as you're sitting here looking at yourself in the mirror, and that this memory, it kind of bothers you that this memory is popping into your head, because, as you said, after this whole incident, Jacob tried hard to, move on from this and try to, block this out and try to forget it. So it kind of bothers you a little bit more at this very moment that this memory just keeps popping into your head. But with all the weird stuff that's happening with photographs, even though this is different, it can't help but remind you of this. And as we see Jacob continue to just sort of stare at himself in the mirror, we are gonna change scenes, and we are gonna join Scotty. So similar to Jacob, Scotty also remembers the dream that he just had. And he remembers both dreams now. He remembers all the stuff from the office building and the dead body in the beginning. He remembers Doug and Jacob looking at him with this really sinister look when they were trapped in the elevator. He remembers the body. He remembers the stuff with the book. The staircase. He remembers everything. I would say also, just to kind of clarify a little bit more for the audience, and even for the players, that the memory of both dreams, they feel sort of connected. It feels just like one continuous thing. You probably don't recognize it as two different dreams you're remembering. It just all kind of feels like the same thing to you.
Yeah.
And as you wake up... Ooh, I forgot to have Jacob roll for this. You get off lucky, Jacob. Roll against your notice skill, Scotty.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, you don't notice anything. You just sort of wake up similar to how you'd wake up from a nightmare. You probably jump up a little bit. You're maybe a little bit of a cold sweat. And you remember a fair amount of the details from this dream, particularly that laughter. You hear it in your head again. And as you're sitting there, just freshly woken up in bed, you you have a memory, Scotty. You recognize that laughter. That laughter seems very familiar to you. In fact, as I said, you have a memory attached to that laughter. It sort of sparks something in you. Could you maybe describe for us what that memory is?
Well, I mean, as soon as I heard it, I didn't think it was what I thought it was. But it reminds me of back when I was younger, when everything was better than how it is now. The laughter reminds me of my little brother. As weird as it seems, the two connect very well. I faintly remember his laugh. I think that laugh might have been from the day we both got our little toy soldiers. We always wanted them. We were always so interested in seeing all the other kids play with them. And our mother had just bought us a new set. So we were able to now have hundreds of little green soldier men to place around our room and set up a little battle between us. I ended up taking a few more toys than him because, you know, I was older, so I had to take a bit more. But I just remember us having just fantastic time of playing with our toy soldiers, calling out fake missile strikes on each other, and just having a really fun time. Even our mother decided to sit on the bed in our room and watch us play and have a good time. It's a bit depressing, though, that that's the only happy memory I have, or at least that I can remember.
Would you say, yeah, that's probably maybe the last happy memory Scotty has of his family?
Definitely his last.
Okay. Now we'll probably keep this kind of scene short and sweet, and maybe sort of leave it there with Scotty sitting up in his bed after waking up from this nightmare and having this memory about the laughter he keeps hearing, and tying it into the fact that he thinks it's his brother, which is kind of spooky. So we will fade out on Scotty in just waking up in his bed, and we switch to Jules. Jules wakes up. Similar to the other characters, she remembers both dreams as if they were one. I need you to roll against your notice skill for me, Jules. Okay.
It's a big nope.
Yep, you don't notice anything. You wake up similar to how you normally would from a nightmare. Probably similar to Scotty, where you kind of jump up, maybe with a short breath, kind of look around, realize you're awake and back in your house. Or your apartment, I suppose.
Right.
Would Jules do anything in particular this morning before she went to work? We'll just say I won't even make you roll for it. You pick up your cell phone, which is probably on your nightstand, and you're not running late.
Okay, nice. I guess the first thing she would do, because the day before she noticed that her notes from the dream or whatever were still in her notebook. So I think she would, wherever her notebook would be, she'd probably go check that out first and foremost.
Okay. And as you do, same thing. All the notes you have taken in the dream are there in your notebook. The old ones that you wrote after the first dream, and the new ones, everything you took in the last dream. It's all there.
Alright, so she'd take that into account and probably think about everything that just happened while she gets ready for work.
Okay. I guess we'll say nothing too eventful happens. Because you remember the dream, some images from the dream might kind of keep popping in your head. It's sort of hard to ignore it, because things were kind of intense. You remember this shadowy figure. You remember the dead body named Jeb. You remember the office building. You remember everything. The weird food, like the gross food, everything.
Right.
And Jules goes to work. And she is sitting in her office. I mean, maybe you're looking through some cases or some kind of thing. Not doing anything like of consequence. Maybe you're even just slacking off because your mind isn't, your brain's not exactly with it today.
Understandable.
And as you were doing that, there's a knock on your office door, and in walks Chief Reuben. He says, "Lancaster."
Yes?
The Lenny case. It's yours.
Really?
Yeah, you know, funny thing, Higgins came down with, the flu. Probably gonna be out for, like, next week or two, and, like, we really need to, you know, get this case moving, so, you got your wish. Wish granted. It's yours. And, he says, lucky thing, though, there's, we do have a lead, so you do have some place to start. You're not kind of starting on nothing.
Great. What is this lead?
And he has a folder in his hand. He opens it up. He, looks at it. And he says, a Mr. Douglas Diggums. And he hands the folder to you. Yeah, we interviewed, Lenny's secretary, and he did say that, this guy, he's apparently some sort of ghost hunter or something like that.
Yeah, I think I know of him, actually.
Oh yeah, you've probably seen those annoying commercials, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, he apparently showed up to Lenny's office like 2 or 3 times, like before this happened. He was acting really sort of suspicious, his secretary said.
Wait, so you have a feeling that he's a suspect for Lenny's case?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have anything concrete, but...
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Chief. I can promise you now it's not him. I'll look into it. I'll investigate it. Actually, I think I need to have a chat with him anyway. So.
Okay, well, you know, there's all his info is there in the folder. There's a phone number there, or there's an address if you want to just go there directly. I'll leave it up to you. But, yeah, as of right now, I mean, it is the only lead we have, so I would, yeah, definitely start there. And he closes the door and walks away. So now you were sitting there with Doug Diggum's phone number and his address. What do you do?
I'm gonna gather my things, and I'm gonna get on my motorcycle, and I'm gonna go to his house.
Are you gonna call him first, or you're just gonna go right to his house?
Going right to his house.
Okay. You show up at Doug Diggum's house. And as you do, I suppose, do you go up and, like, ring the doorbell?
Yeah, ring the doorbell, knock.
Okay, you do that.
What time of day is it?
Oh, great question.
Can it be like 10 a.m.? Like,
yeah, we'll say 10 a.m.
Been at the
That's
office
perfect.
a couple hours, but it's not like midday by any means.
Toad does not answer.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, what do you do?
You're gonna make this interesting for me, aren't you? I'm gonna try and break in.
You don't even knock again, you just try once, nobody answers, and you go to break in.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what's
I mean, Jules just had a crazy dream with this dude that she's now investigating for the murder of... She's not taking any crap right now. She's breaking in.
I'm gonna roll quick. Oh boy. You don't even need to. His door isn't locked.
Yep.
I rolled for that, by the way.
Perfect.
There you go. Beautiful.
Okay, you walk into what seems like a fairly, I'd say, messy apartment.
Uh-huh.
On the contrary, the room, after the front door, it looks very nice. It has a nice little desk there. And a little plaque, Doug Diggum's on the front of it. The one room in Doug's house that's very presentable is this room right here.
Well, I'm going straight to the bedroom, so we're waking you up.
Okay.
Door's closed.
Door's closed.
Are you gonna tell me that that one's locked? Absolutely not.
Is it locked? Doug?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going right in.
So as
The moment you open the door, you're attacked by my dogs.
Okay, so we are gonna say, Doug, you wake up. Could you roll for me, actually, real quick? Against your notice skill.
Sir. Ooh.
What is your notice skill?
26.
Okay. Well, Doug, as you wake up, you see, as your like eyes get kind of less fuzzy, you see what appears to be like a demon sitting on your chest. And sort of as your eyes open, and as your vision starts to get a little blurry as you sort of wake up, this demon fades away. And
A demon!
and instead, now that your vision's a little clearer, you just see the police officer woman, Jules,
Another demon!
that you saw from the dream, standing right in front of you in your bedroom.
What did you just call me?
I said I was dreaming.
He probably should be if I'm standing here.
Ooh, okay.
Is that...
We should probably mention this. This might come in later, but just a little teaser for the audience. Jules is kind of fine. I think me and Kayla decided this. Like, Jules is mighty attractive. We're just gonna say. That's all we're gonna say for now. Okay, so
just like I must be dreaming.
Yeah.
So you see the sort of really kind of, I'm going to curse a little bit here, but the badass detective that you saw from your dreams in a leather coat and who is pretty attractive, standing in your bedroom as you wake up, Doug.
How you doing?
I've been better, I'm gonna be honest. You don't happen to remember what you dreamed about last night by any chance, do you?
I believe I do.
Well,
No, you wouldn't believe it, but you were in it.
I don't think I need to introduce myself then, do I? Doug.
Well, to be fair, you never introduced yourself in the first place, so perhaps
You know what my name is? The name is Jules Lancaster. I'm a detective.
Nice to meet you, Jules.
We've already met. Well, I guess we technically haven't met. Whatever. So, the dream. You remember the dream, right? All of it?
I do believe so.
Okay. Well, you'll be pleased to know that you're one of the top suspects on Lenny's murder case, so.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I think just to clarify, Jules, at this point, at least in the real world,
it's not a murder case.
Yeah, it's not a murder case. You know it's
on
a
Lenny's
murder,
case.
but you know it's a murder. But in the real world, his body has not been found.
So it would be a missing case.
Yeah, missing persons.
So you are the top suspect on Lenny's missing persons case.
Did they think I sucked the life out of this man?
Well, they haven't found the
Think
body.
I turned him into Leatherface?
They haven't found the body. Just because we saw it
Why
in
are they
the
accusing Doug Diggums?
Because apparently you've been going there and it's looked suspicious. I don't know what you do in your free time. From
All
this
of us were going
point,
there.
from this point forward, I've only met you in my dreams. So...
I like to just... As she's going through all this, just explaining, I don't know what to do in your free time, my turtle just walks across a shelf in the background.
Do I notice the turtle?
Oh yeah, you noticed the turtle.
Is that a turtle?
That's Franklin.
On your shelf.
I let him roam.
Oh my god, you're even weirder in person! So, you exist.
Animal companionship is weird. Of course I exist.
So that means Scotty and Jacob, they must exist too. You're taking this all strangely well?
I'm just waking up and there's, well, a you in my bedroom. I'm still thinking it's a dream, personally. So I'm gonna pinch myself. Does it hurt?
It does hurt. And
Darn it.
nothing happens. And also, I will say, Jules, as you look at Doug, you notice he's got some dried blood underneath his nose, as if his nose has been bleeding.
Wait, you haven't looked in a mirror yet, have you?
Just woke me up. What do you mean I haven't looked in a mirror? I
You
get up.
You remember in the dream, right? When you were bleeding from your nose?
After you punched me in the face, I remember.
I don't think that was because I punched you. Whatever.
That actually reminds me of something. I wrote this down too. I forgot to say it. As you look a little bit closer, Jules, he has a black eye as well.
Yes. Actually, now that you mention it, you have a bit of a black eye where I punched you. But all that being said, I did that in the dream, not in real life. And you can see it.
Yeah. I woke up to a mirror and look at it like, well, then this must still be a dream, because that simply doesn't, that's not how dreams work.
This isn't a dream.
I go to poke Jules.
Don't touch me.
He pokes you.
Consider yourself poked.
I'm just taken back a second, kind of offended. Not obviously a lot, but you really just touched me.
You really just broke into my house and woke me up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, do you have a warrant?
Do I need a warrant? Aren't you the least bit concerned about what is going on
I am
here?
very concerned about what's going on.
So my apologies that when I knocked and rang the doorbell, you didn't answer the door. I didn't know ghost adjusters slept until 10 a.m., but some of us have jobs and some of us have things that we need to do with it during the day.
When there's ghosts and stuff spoken around.
Oh, so you work late nights so you can scam people while they're, tired and
I do not scam
easily scammable.
much. Look, people have fears. I simply help them calm their fears.
Look,
You
I'm
seem to
gonna
have
be
a lot of fears right now. I would like to help you calm your fears as I calm my own.
You're
This is
not
all
gonna help me calm
surely
anything.
explainable. I mean, hey,
How
it's,
so?
who knows? But there's some reasonable explanation of this. So that was definitely a dream,
Yes.
but this is not.
No.
I go to look outside. Is it apocalyptic world?
No, everything looks normal.
All right. So, what's going on?
You tell me.
And as you guys ask that question and you're sort of going back and forth, I want you both to roll against your notice skill. We haven't done that enough this session.
Bam!
So.
Oh,
Ooh, boy. Okay, so you, Mr. Doug, as you were going back and forth with this cop lady who showed up in your bedroom as you woke up, you remember the dream again. It sort of pops into your head, and you remember the ending of the dream as you guys were just about to leave the dream. You were still holding the book. And now, you look over in your bed,
Yes.
The book is sitting there in your bed. And you notice it.
I run over and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was kidding. I was kidding when I was totally kidding. I didn't think I'd make it. Well,
And
I'd probably try to grab it. Oh, are you ending there?
No. I was gonna say
Okay.
as he picks it up, you would notice that he picked up that book and recognized
And as
it.
soon
too.
as
Okay.
soon as I see it, I'm gonna try and grab it because that is police evidence.
I try to pull it away from her.
Okay, so you guys try to struggle.
Oh boy, my last struggle went well.
Yeah, both of you roll against your struggle skill.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna see who rolls better.
Yeah, him.
Okay, so you cannot pull it out of Doug's big mitt hand.
Nope, I turn around so she can't.
Listen, that is police evidence. I'm gonna need to confiscate that.
Oh, could the police please get her hands off me? I mean,
Would you rather me arrest you and turn you in as a suspect for Lenny's missing persons case? Then hand it over.
it's just theoretically, if I am a suspect, then it's because I assume I put my fingerprints all over this book. So if I just not give you the book, then you therefore may not have said evidence.
The police already had that book. They're not going to look into the fingerprints that are on it. They've already dusted it.
As I suggested, they have a different book. This is the book from the dream.
That is also the book that I saw at the police station yesterday.
Well,
Hand
then you
it
must have a copy
over.
or something. I did
It's
not take
a
a book
copy.
from the
It was the
police
same
station.
exact.
No, I got it from my dream. Pulled it right out of there.
So we will say also, as this conversation is happening, Jules is probably trying to like reach for it a little bit, and Doug's probably like trying to cage it and stuff. And in the struggle, the piece of paper falls out of the book, lands on the floor, and now there's just a piece of paper written in blood on the floor, staring up at both of you that says, "You're next."
You can have the book.
No, you can keep it.
No, it's all yours.
No, I insist. It's all you.
All right.
Okay,
All
Doug, Doug holds on to the book. Do you try to look through it at all to kind of confirm that it's the same
I
book?
definitely, flip through the pages. I'm probably a lot less, light touched about this thing now because I've already touched it so many times. So I'm just like going through the pages. I look
And
for
then,
the symbols, look for the wolf.
I guess I could have had you do this before, but as you look at the language that you don't recognize, can you roll against your I seen that video skill? Oh, yeah. It looks like it might be a little bit familiar. You might have seen it in some wacky conspiracy theory video sometime.
That would have been great.
But you can't quite put your finger on it. You probably wind up in some YouTube holes as Doug, watching this kind of stuff. So you've watched so many, you can't quite put your finger on where you saw something like this before. So as you're standing there with that book inside Doug's apartment, what are you guys gonna maybe talk about what you want to do? Are you gonna do your job, Jules, and are you gonna start questioning him? Or are you pretty sure at this point you know it's not him and you're just...
No, I know it's not him, so I'm just trying to figure out my own stuff.
Okay.
Obviously the dream situation. I think Jules' next step would be to figure out where Jacob and Scotty are, most likely. Maybe pull out her phone, start Googling their names. Like, Jacob would be fairly easy because you can just do Jacob photography.
Okay.
See if anything pops up.
You look up Jacob photography, and in Google, I guess you do it on like your phone or something, right?
Yeah.
In Google, you actually see a picture that you recognize. It is the Jacob you recognize. It says Jacob Wang next to his name, famous photographer, and you see a website. Like, he has his own website. He also has like Instagram and Twitter and all the social media stuff you'd expect somebody to have.
Mm-hmm. Would I be able to find a phone number?
Potentially. I mean, do you want to start looking around on some of his social media or some of his,
Maybe on his website, just in case there's like a contact number for like booking him or something like that.
Okay. As you click on his website, you do see a contact section. Unfortunately, it just has his email address. It doesn't really give a phone number. He's probably famous enough of a person where he's not really given his phone number out to public places. But you do notice something else on his website.
Okay.
And that is, today, in fact, tonight, he is going to be making an appearance at a photo gallery.
Oh, yeah.
So, I would show that information to Doug. Say,
Yeah. I mean, he did
how much
mention
of
that
a...
gallery when we were on the elevator having a conversation, so.
How formal of a outfit do you have?
Oh, I got a formal outfit, all right.
Not your Ghost of Jester's uniform.
I got a formal outfit, all right.
Great. I'm gonna forward you this address. Meet me there.
You guys see that it is at 7 p.m. tonight.
Suppose I can.
I'll see you then.
I'm not gonna figure out anything else while we're here. You're just gonna leave me here with this spooky book?
I mean, to be honest, I've got work to do. Don't really want to communicate with you any longer than I have to.
You literally came here for me, and now you're just leaving? I thought I was a suspect in a missing persons case, was it?
Let's be honest, we both know you didn't kill Lenny, so...
Well, no, but wouldn't it be good if we could, like, clear my name first before? You know, we got plenty of time here.
We'll work on that after we figure out all this other
Plus,
stuff.
is it even a good idea to get us and Jacob and everyone together? Because whenever we're together, bad things seem to happen.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no. But... I mean... Nope. How are we gonna find this Scotty guy, though?
I'm not sure. Maybe Jacob knows something about him that we don't.
He's a mystery, I'm telling you.
Now that I think about it, something about him seemed a little bit familiar, but
Familiar.
can't quite put my finger on it.
You know him? Or met him before?
Maybe. I mean, I meet a lot of people at my job, so it's not impossible. Maybe I could run his name through the database. Do you remember his last name by any means?
Nope. Barely got Scotty out of him.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
See what
I'd say right now all you know his name is that his name is Scotty. I was trying to think of if the demon creature had said his name, because I know the demon creature said Mr. Diggums at one point, but he never said Scotty's name.
I don't think
now
he
that
did
I'm thinking it.
specifically.
Yeah.
Well, with any luck, maybe Jacob took a picture of him or something. You could use some of your police facial recognition and, you know, backlog the tracing devices and find him like that.
Perhaps. They're not going to be very happy if I'm using that sort of thing for personal reasons, but it wouldn't be the first time, so...
It's related to the case of Lenny.
They can't really know that, though. I mean, if they know that I'm investigating a dream I had, you don't even know the amount of laughs I would get in the office.
I mean, if they knew you punched me and broke into my house, I'm sure that wouldn't be best either, but...
Are you going to tell them?
I don't know.
Because I could just take these handcuffs and I can take you into the police station for
Can
questioning
you just
now.
take these handcuffs? I'm sorry, you just show up in my room with handcuffs and... Look, if you're going to come in here all like this, then you're going to have to at least take me out to dinner or something first, which I am perfectly okay with. I'm sure we got plenty of time to kill before the event tonight, but...
I have another idea, Mr. Doug Diggums.
What?
You. Me. This photo gallery. 7 o'clock tonight. I'll see you there.
See you there.
And
Doug just completely misreading it.
and I will say at that moment, we see Jules walk out of Doug's apartment under the assumption that they are both going to meet at this photo gallery tonight at 7 p.m. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. We're ending a little early, but I just feel like that's a good moment to end here in the story.
That's a quality ending.
Doug just opens his closet, cracks his knuckles.
Alright, so that was fun.
Yep.
That was an interesting episode. As I said, a little shorter, but I'm usually probably gonna cut them shorter if I feel like it's a good cliffhanger moment. And stop complaining, chat. Get used to it. There's gonna be a cliffhanger every episode.
This one's hardly even a cliffhanger, though. So.
Yeah, I guess
this one's more of an ending than a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I guess this is the least cliffhanger. If I really wanted to cliffhanger it, I would have had you guys both meet up, walk up to the gallery, and then end it there. That's probably what I should have done, but too late.
Oh, wow.
So now I can get tons of details on the outfit Doug's going to show up in.
Oh, yeah, you can. So, yeah, I think this was actually a pretty fun episode.
Mm-hmm.
We learned some things about some of our characters' pasts. Jacob had an interesting memory. Scotty as well also had an interesting memory. And Doug and Jules have now met outside of the dream world. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty poggers, as they say. It's pretty pog champ. But yeah, I guess I hope everybody enjoyed and had a good time. Since we're ending a little bit early, we have plenty of time to do this. Does everybody want to give themselves a little bit of a shout out? I know we kind of do this every single time, but you never know. There may be some new folks in chat who doesn't know everybody here and what they do. I guess we'll go sort of in the regular order. We'll kind of go clockwise here. So, Kayla.
That's me. Hi, my name is Kayla. I do Minecraft roleplays on my YouTube channel, Kaykrae, and I do Roblox videos on my other channel called Flyborg, and that's about it.
Awesome. And then Mr. Phony.
I'm Xylophoney. You can see the name on this channel right here. You probably have seen me before. I do a lot of roleplay stuff as well. A lot of Minecraft stuff. And a lot of tabletop D&D style stuff now over on Dice and Fire. I also play Yu-Gi-Oh! There's links everywhere. You can click stuff, you can find me, and just goof around, because Doug Diggums is just the tip of the iceberg.
Indeed. And Mr. Jakey.
Hi, it's me. It's my channel. It's QuteJakey, and I also do like Minecraft roleplays on my channel, and a little bit of streams now and there on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, you can check me out.
And Mitch.
Yeah, I do everything everyone else does. I've been doing a lot of Twitch recently when I can. So if you guys want to come by, I've been doing a new series on Twitch, which hopefully I should have finished up by Thursday, so I can actually start doing it. I've been making an Origins baseball team in MLB, and I'm almost done making all the characters. So then I'm going to be doing a season with everyone. So that's going to be either amazing or a nightmare.
Is my character still overpowered?
Yeah, I think you're probably the highest on the team. I think.
Sweet. I'll take it.
I'd have to double check, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff on Twitch as of late, and doing all the Origins and role plays and whatnot on my own channel on YouTube at CruiseMitch42. Hey, got an eye.
And I am Mevoda. I have been your game master for this evening for Awakening. I have a YouTube channel, also under Mevoda. I stream sometimes on Twitch. I am very inconsistent with both of those things. And I've also been dedicating time to co-running the new Dice and Fire channel with Mr. Phony and Mario Mania, who all of you know. And, yeah, I just actually want to thank all the viewers and everybody for all the support that we're getting over on the Dice and Fire channel. That it's doing really, really well. That Origins of Olympus one-shot that Xylophoney did with a bunch of people. People are loving it, and I was there watching it, obviously, because I was curious, and it was really, really fun. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out over on the Dice in Fire channel. Not to mention, all of the streams that we do of Awakening will be on that channel as well. So I think last time I didn't have technical difficulties, and hopefully if I don't this time. Also, tonight's episode will be up on the channel tomorrow. So it'll usually follow the day that we did the live stream. And I think that is all I want to say. Oh, also, I guess I'll say this for Alicia. Go follow the go check out the Origins wiki. Is that correct? Is that what it is? Yeah. The Origins wiki. Yep. I almost said Origins of Olympus, but it's not specifically Origins of Olympus.
All of them.
All of the Origins, which I know...
She's been compiling information with a great team of people of as much Origins information as possible. Now, because I decided to say it and make them suffer, even including the Origins of Olympus D&D one-shot. And who knows? There's actually some discussions happening right now about potential sequel to that game, so you might see another one of those coming soon. And of course, you will likely see some Star Wars D&D coming this Sunday. Currently, Mario's having some computer troubles, but it should be fixed up by then. So we'll have Star Wars D&D returning Sunday, 4 p.m. EST. And next week, you can catch more Awakening, same time, 10 p.m. Tuesday EST.
Indeed. And with that, I suppose we'll bid you guys all a farewell for the evening, and we will be back next week. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and we will see you guys next time.